Hey guys, I'm back on the iPromise series. Something was just placed on my heart. I don't know. Um, the video right before this was on being able to encourage someone. And it's so amazing how you say something out your mouth and next thing you know you're actually doing it. So I just wanted to explain that experience for me. I'm just trying to think of the words to how to really put it. Other than the fact that there's times in life where you give God a complete yes, or you give God a yes, and God will test your yes. And with your yes, your yes comes with the cost. There's a cost that comes with yes. You have to lose everything. You're in a place where you can lose and will probably lose everything that you know to be normal, from mindset to materialistic things to state of mind. All of that is challenged when you give God a complete yes. And people used to always say back in church, people say it all the time, that you know you're where you are supposed to be when you give God a yes, and there's complete opposition to that yes. And a lot of times, like, people would explain that as the devil is fighting you, the devil is fighting you, but in all actuality, could it be that it's God that's challenging you and testing your yes to see if, when I take this from you because it's not good for you, will you still say yes? Will you still be at a place of surrender? Will you still trust my process? You already say yes to the process. So once you say yes, my word is my word. My word is not going to return back to me void. So even in those hard times, will you still maintain and remember my word? And so, um, with that, I just think about the audacity of God and how we can be in a pit, and how we can be in a lion's den, and how we can be in jail as Paul was, and God will still put the demand on our lives to still carry out his plan and carry out his will, even though it's hell going on inside of us. And so I just wanted to get on to just talk about that part of the process to promise, because a lot of times we don't hear of many stories or hear of people sharing while they're in the process. But even, like, for me, that's the reason why this blog exists, is so that way you guys can see the come up, so you can actually be a part of it and know that you're not alone. And God is a God who's faithful and just. He knows all things and everything. He's never going to put you in a position where you're too far from him to grab you. He'll put these pricks in the way, but that is just to create that boundary, so that way every time you kicking up against a prick, just like a horse will kick up when they're being domesticated, each time you hit it, you fighting against yourself. And so you're either going to go to God with a complete yes, saying, Lord, I surrender, or you're going to go to God wounded, asking God for healing, and you ended up giving him a yes. So there's no way to get around God's promise for your life. Um, but it's our job to stand strong on the word. And if he told you to do something, just do it. Just do it. And it is going to come with the cost. And it's easier said than done, especially when the money is low and when you don't know where you're going to lay your head the next day, and you don't know how you're going to make ends meet with your job, and you got child support issues, and you got baby mama drama, and you got a whole bunch of things going on. God still deserves a yes, and the audacity of God to ask you for a yes when you're going through those times. But it's a part of why we have to stick with the I promise. Yeah, so the audacity of God to ask me while I'm in a pit to still carry out his plan, and to still encourage people, and to still be a light. How dare you? How dare you? But God is so faithful, and the eternal reward is what we look forward to. That's what we're pressing toward, the mark, the prize of the high call. That's what we're pressing for, is that. Not the things of this earth. Yes, he wants us to live bountifully and live and have wealth and riches and all. Of course, he desires all of that. But before we can get any of that, he got to humble us. And he has to remind us of why we said yes. Because those tests and trials come, they're not doing anything but reminding you of why you said yes in the first place. Because it's forcing you to have to think, okay, I said yes and all hell was breaking loose. Why did I say yes? Exactly where you need to be. Exactly where you need to be. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. I mean, just keep going, and it's okay. The audacity of God to ask you of things that makes you uncomfortable. The audacity of God. However, He's a God that always has our back, and even when you feel weak and when you feel discouraged, He's there. And I don't know about you, but I'm glad that I have a good father. Yeah, have a great day. I don't know why I'm posting so many videos, but as they're placed in my heart, I'll do them as my work schedule increases, schoolwork increases. I'll probably be doing it once a week, but whenever I can, you'll get an update. Hopefully, it'll be blessing somebody. And until next time, have a great day.